Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with the real estate entrepreneur and good friend of the channel, Omar. How you doing, buddy?
Good. What's happening, Michael? What's up, everybody?
Hey, I was just curious. I know you do a lot of lead, or a lot of training, and a lot of helping your team be better and better. You're always growing, which is so exciting. I'm just curious, what was Monday discussion with the team about this week?
Oh, the number one thing that we discussed was generate leads.
Oh, I like it.
It's huge because I don't care if you're an insurance agent, I don't care if you're a loan agent, if you're a realtor, if you're a broker, if you're in sales, okay? You need leads. You need people to talk to convert, okay? And then because the conversion will end up being your potential paycheck, potential because it has to close, or they have to facilitate it and it has to be done. So we talked about generating leads, how crucial it is that if you're not doing a revenue producing activity, by the way, a RPA, residential purchase agreement, for all those realtors out there, it's a great acronym, RPA, revenue producing activities. On the time that you're not servicing your deal, you need to find different avenues of generation of leads. Okay. I don't care if you pay for them. I don't care if you door knock. I don't care if you mail out. You have to generate leads for people to call you, or you in turn have to cold call. Okay. I don't like to talk about cold calling too much because the only cold calling I do is to my database that's already warm.
Yeah.
That's it. But that's me. If you're starting out, you're going to have to put that work in like everybody else did. So generate leads. You convert because you have to know how to say, when to say things, and you have to understand the psychology of people. Because remember, if you meet sellers where they're at or owners where they're at, they're more than likely going to do business with you. If you are trying to drive them and it's an amiable person that wants to hug a tree, the more than likely you're not going to convert that person because you didn't relate with the person.
Yeah.
Help people.
Yeah. Yeah, pipeline is so important. I have so many thoughts on this because I've been in sales, had a quota since I was a teenager. One of the proudest things in my career is I've taken 3 different products from 0 to $100 million.
So sick.
And it's all about leads, right? So one of the things we do very early in the process is we map out our avatar, right? Which in this case is for you as owners of real estate or buyers of real estate. But then it's all about the pipeline. Right? You take this big funnel, right? How can we capture as many people? What do we do? Is it webinars? Is it mailers? Is it install base from other products? What is it? Is it partners? There's all these things, right? And you get as big a swath as you can. And then it's like, okay, what are in your vocabulary, what's the revenue producing activities that we take this 10,000 down to 1,000, down to 500, down to 300, and we just get people working through the pipeline. So everybody has that. Everybody needs to think about, but this is where salespeople mistake. This is where entrepreneurs get a mistake. They do all of that. It's hard work. It's slave work. But eventually you get to a point where you actually have deals that you can see. Oh, it's going to close here. It's going to close here. And then you make a fatal mistake.
Count your chickens before they're hatched?
Well, actually, yeah, that too. Yes, absolutely. But you stop worrying about the front of the pipeline. And you
100%.
only worry about these.
Yep.
Then if you were managing these 3, and for whatever reason, I've seen all 3 blow up before, horrible. I've seen all 3 close before, also horrible, because then you have this huge air gap of nothing else. What we are going into in this environment, one thing I just love about your stories, you always talk about your database. You're always hitting it. You're always hitting it. It takes so much time to build, which is awesome. But what makes you special is you're always hitting it. You're always maturing. You're always asking for referrals. So the database is living, breathing. And that's what makes you different. Most people don't do that.
And I'll add to this, Michael, and I appreciate that very much, but I don't do a great job at it. This is the thing. Industry standard wise, everyone sucks at it. Okay? Everyone sucks at it. So
you just suck less than everybody else. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, 100%. Because check this out. You don't have to be 100% perfect on your database. All you got to be is 20% better than the freaking rest,
Yeah.
And guess what it's going to produce for you?
It's amazing.
It's going to have notoriety. People are going to come to you. People come to me all the time. I mean, this is the last deal I just did was a referral from someone that I helped 4 years ago. I ended up buying the house, $100,000 spread. I 1031'd it into, which I put on my story a little while ago. It's a clean house. I'm going to cash flow $1,100 a month. And I did a 30-year loan on it.
That's awesome.
At 4.4% interest rate from my database. And guys, I'm not even that good at it. I'm just better than majority of all of you. That's all.
I think that is so awesome, because when you step back and think about what you just said is if the standard is X,
yeah,
the average is Y. All you have to do is be better than Y.
That's it.
That's so amazing.
That's it. And guys, and I'll tell you truthfully, it's like, you know what, could I be better? Sure, everyone can be better at their business. Everyone can be better at letting people know that they're in the business. Because how many times you don't get a contract signed when you're at a purchase appointment? How many times you definitely don't get a listing signed because somebody else got it? Or your friends or family use somebody else to help. You know, instead of you helping them sell their property, they chose someone else because they didn't think you were in the business anymore.
Folks,
so
if you're an entrepreneur, you're a real estate agent, shoot, you're a real estate investor. You're not in the business of closing. You're in the business of generating leads and then running
100%.
a mature process where sometimes deals close. It's a different mindset. And that's, again, back to how we take 0 to 100 million. I was never focused on the revenue number.
No.
Because if you focus on the revenue number, you become short-sighted and you do the wrong things. Now, I could have been fired if we didn't deliver the revenue number, so I get it. It wasn't like I was oblivious to it. But my job was to look at the front of the funnel, and then I was turning variables and knobs like conversion factors. Hey, I gave you 100 of these leads and we only got 2. What happened? Well, did we know our script? Did we have competition we didn't know? Did the POC suck, right? So you have to manage this funnel and then look at your conversions. There should be a conversion schedule, right? I get 100 of these, half convert, then half convert, then half convert, then money shows up. That's what you do. And then as a leader, right, as a broker or leader of teams, your job is to work us here on the leads and then the conversions. Because if you could take a conversion that's 30%, and you can help tweak it to 35 or 40, that just makes more revenue spit out. So
100%.
This is all you have to do as a leader. Leads and the conversions. Let the team do what the team's going to do. But yeah, it's so, and that's why I loved what I did, because it was a complex riddle in multiple variables and factors and the time factors. And it's just so much fun. And you're competing with other people who want to take your money. I always felt like somebody's trying to steal my money. My job was to be better than them. So such a fun conversation. What else is going on with the team, and how, if somebody wanted to join your team and get all this great education, how do you want them to do it?
Guys, reach out to me on IG at Omar_Alfaro, or visit my website, omaralfaro.com. And then there's a link there that says join the team. And if you're a realtor or if you're licensed in my area, then reach out to me and we'll plug you in.
Awesome. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate your time this week. It's been a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Thanks, Michael.